All right, so here we are, guys. We're back with Aquaspeed 2024. I am Spacebar. I am usually running a Sonic Adventure game, but today I am here running Toy Commander, a, Sega game exclusively to the Dreamcast that has some really nice graphics for its time. Came out in 1999. Not many people know about this game, but it's a really fun, cool, cute little wholesome game that has a nice little story. And we'll be playing the 100% version of this game today. As you'll see, we have all these different areas we'll be exploring, and we'll have checked out every single one of these areas by the time the game is done. And let's just jump right into it. Each area has 7 stages. We'll be beating them all. Starting with the training stage, let's start in 3, 2, 1, go. So right away, you saw a little glimpse of Cyclone, the area's first boss. So each area has its own boss. As we see the kitchen here, we've got a bunch of assets that definitely resemble a kitchen, like toast and cereal, and you'll notice some French writing here, because this is a French game made by developers from a very small college in France. A group of college kids actually came up with this game. As we ride up the ramp to do our anti-gravity skewing here, to be able to ride on the wall. Take one more ramp to fix it up, and get one of many different upgrade options called the boost there. The boost just does what it sounds like. It gives you a little bit of boost of speed. This way we can cross that gap and get to this chocolate bar. And that is the final stage. We have to land on the runway, pick up the sugar cubes, drop them into the coffee. I personally enjoy 3 sugars over 2. And then get the car to the chocolate bar, and we're on stage 2 already. This one, Boiling Rage. We need to start the stove and then get these eggs into that pot. So we will do a nice little loop here and knock this egg, boom, right into there. And that leaves 1 more egg. They do give us 3, but you only need to boil 2 of them. As we make sure we get that egg in there, and there we go. 2 boiled eggs, just like that, no problem. Technically 3, because one's already in the pot. On to the 3rd stage of the kitchen area, which is the Rings of Fire. So Rings of Fire is a theme we'll see among many of the areas where we have a race with these green rings. This one is a race, but it's only 1 lap, so it's not so bad. Good little introductory to the race format that we will see. As you see, you don't have to exactly go through these green rings. It definitely depends on which ring. Like, some of them are more lenient than others. Yeah, the idea is to go through them all, and there we go. Just like that, Rings of Fire completed. Onto the Sink and Destroy stage, where the kitchen is actually flooded in this area. And we need to escort a ship in order to take out... well, we need to escort a ship that is being hunted down by these submarines. And if you just take out the submarines, the stage ends. So we just go around, shoot some missiles at the submarines. There we go, just like that, submarines are done. You'll notice we have different types of vehicles in this game. We have planes and cars, of course. There are actually no boats in this game, interestingly enough. But some of the vehicles, car or plane, will be attacking vehicles, and you'll see in the bottom left, they will have machine guns and pencil missiles. So you can shoot either a machine gun or the missiles with the pencil. Or the pencils are the missiles, so you can shoot them out. Then you have other vehicles like this one, which are hostage vehicles. They really can't fight back in any other way, but they are able to pick up hostages and stuff. So the plane that you saw at the start of the stage is what you're supposed to use to come in here, get rid of some of these enemies, clear up the path, and then drive in with this truck in order to pick up this bomb to blow the bridge down, which is the name of the stage. So without being able to shoot it, you drop the bomb on the bridge, trick the enemy into shooting its own bomb, which lets you take down the bridge without even having to use the plane. Here, the next stage, Air Raid, we once again have the truck and plane option. Both of these are attacking vehicles, though. This one already has the upgrade to the pens, so you can see as we get the pencils, they actually count as pens, since it's the upgrade to the pencils. And we are just going to come right into here. The circle is quite big, if you notice, on the crosshair. And that is because as you get better upgrades, you are given the ability to shoot in a bigger radius. Okay, there we go, we got him. Okay, and they got that one too, leaving just this guy. Ooh, he snuck under that fireplace real good right there. And that should be the end of the stage right there, but it's not because of this guy. So we missed one other enemy there. You see, the homing attack only works when you keep them within that circle area, so to make sure we keep the enemies within that circle in order for them to homing attack on. There also is a range. I get that question a lot. There is a maximum distance of range in which the missiles go. So here's our first boss cycle. He has 6 spots. First his arms, followed by his head. You just take them out in that order, and he should be no problem. Now we have unlocked Cyclone to actually play against the last boss with him now. So pretty interesting. You'll see that's how the final boss works. This one, Hunt and Seek, we are on a mission to shoot only the red guys. If you shoot anybody who's not a red guy, the whole stage resets. So you have to be really careful as not to shoot anybody who is not red. Got a couple of guys sneaking along into the closet there. We'll go and check up inside the castle. Castle can have enemies in it. We got that guy there. We got this guy here. We've got another one that looks like he is up in here. This guy's creepy. Creepy little spider guy. And then we've got 2 more. So this one looks like he's going to be in a difficult spot. You have to shoot him right here to save some time. And the last one underneath there, we got him for 104. Pretty good. So that stage, the red enemies can spawn randomly anywhere. And, well, not literally anywhere, but in set locations. And you need to really do good on your missile management because if you waste all your missiles early, then you won't be able to kill the enemies who are higher up, as you will only be left with your machine gun, and the machine gun is only good at killing enemies on the same level as you. It's kind of one of the main differences between the missiles and the machine gun. The machine gun has no problem. You have infinite ammo, and you can just shoot many times at directly what's in front of you. The missiles are long-range shots that homing attack if necessary if you use the circle on them. And then, yeah, so that's how that one works. And yeah, we're on to this one. This is the Grand Prix race, a 4-lap race actually, which is what more of the races will be like, multiple lap races. Using this race car, this is my least favorite vehicle in the game. It's so fast and glassy, just so hard to control, makes some of the ILs very difficult that utilize this car, which is 2 stages, I believe, both racing stages. So we're coming up to the final lap, not the final lap, we got 1 more lap to go. This is going pretty well so far, this race. It's definitely one of, oh, of course I crashed into the wall right as I say that. Commentator's curse. But yeah, getting these boosts is essential. Obviously boosts do what they say, they boost you up, giving you more speed temporarily, but you also kind of don't have very good turning, and you're forced to go in the direction that you're already facing, so just 2 downsides of getting the boost. But there's the stage done just like that. Onto the 3rd stage, which is the mercenary stage. This stage, quite long, but very fun casually. So you're supposed to go through, oh, we're in the bedroom now, so if you notice, we have different assets for the bedroom. Let's just reset that because that just looks awful. Different assets for the bedroom. I like how they have the NBF over there with the guy, just a random basketball player guy, NBF. This is what the French interpret America to be like, I guess. But, yeah. Cycle-based stage here, as we need to meet this pulley system on its cycle before reading the top. Let's cover that TOS word right there. As we go right up, we're going to see our favorite character, Sonic the Hedgehog. He is in the game at the 1999 calendar. We'll love to see it. Love to see Sonic Adventure in our Toy Commander Sega game. They just love their character Sonic. As there should be a way to pick up this enemy right here. There it is. You could pick him up without having to jump down there. Did it kind of slow though. And that they're not enemies, they're actually friendlies. So we got to pick up these toy soldiers. 6 of them actually in this stage. Oh my goodness, that would have been really, really bad if we fell off there. But luckily we didn't. If you fall off here, you have to climb all the way back up top. So not fun. But yes, here we go. Grabbing the 4th guy, so that's 4 out of 6. You might be noticing, hey, you only have 5 inventory slots. Like, how are we going to get the last guy? That's a great question. So we're going to take 5, and we're actually going to jump off the edge. Barely not landing on the guitar, but that's okay. And just ride right back up to home, and we're going to drop them off. We're going to drop off the 5 guys we've got here. And then we were going to ride out of here and pick up the last guy, which actually was right at the start. We just drove right past him. He's hiding behind that wall. As you know, we can pick up enemies. We can pick up friendlies through walls in this game, so just pick them up right through the wall and come back and drop off the last guy. And we have a nice happy family of 6. Moving on to the next stage here. We are a hostage vehicle picking up a bunch of rice containers, which are actually just water, right by the sink, fittingly. And we are going to drop the water on top of these dynamite, which are aggressively threatening to blow up our stuff. And we don't want these dynamite to blow up our stuff, so it is time to drop some dynamite on it. Our Andrew Tate alarm clock right there. As we move on to the Godzilla stage. This game was created in 1990, so this is a play on Godzilla. What did I just do? I did not shoot all my missiles. So here you have 2 vehicles once again, but we're just going to use all the missiles right away in the first vehicle and just get the helicopter, run around the entire stage, get a bunch of upgrades for our weapons again. And then just deal with Chuck here as he is running amok, as the stage says. And just take him out, watch him fly up to the ceiling. And there's Chuck. On to the next stage, Sad Princess Claire. This is an RNG stage. You need to take out 4 tanks that all have 10 missiles worth of health. And some of them, not some of them, but you need to get some help in order to take them all out, unfortunately, because you just don't have the resources to take out all 10, so sometimes these guys can pick up their own drops, which makes things extremely annoying. And here we're just going to cheese this enemy, as you can see. We're just totally cheesed him. He would normally try to shoot you, but we just made him push us around in a circle, so that was fun. On to the second boss. And they give you infinite ammo on the stage once again. You just need to take out the rings and then his head. Moving on to the third area. We're in the hallway, and we need to take this toilet car to the toilet. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We need to open up some gates in order to do that, so we're going to hit some of these red things to open up the gates. This is a cycle-based stage, so you need to be careful to make the cycles, just like we did right there. Okay. And we're going to just ride back up and around. Take care of that real quick. So we fell off the ledge there. It was not supposed to happen. But it is what it is, as Refrag would say. So we come back up. We didn't even trigger these things, which is kind of annoying, because that's kind of the difficult part there. As we come up here, sorry for the focus. Ugh, okay. Some difficult movement. This game has some very, very difficult movement in general. It might look easy, but it's definitely very tough. The inverted controls and everything. So yeah, so we've opened up our second gate. There is one more gate. I think we are going to skip it though. For safety, I could open it, but in this case, I believe we are going to skip just due to confidence, you know, just belief. I have beliefs that we can do it. Let's not run into any more mines. This is a very fragile vehicle, so it's easy to die. So right there, we're supposed to have opened that gate, and you just very simply and easily drive up. But instead, we're going to make it way more complicated by doing this trick where you drive into the... Oh, why do I keep doing that? You drive forward, then cut to the right in order to get up this ramp. That looked easy, but it's actually extremely difficult to get up that ramp. So we do it just like that, jump in the toilet. That's why we call it the toilet car. I think that's the only stage where you drive the toilet car, although it does race against you in other stages. So we're onto the smelly shoe stage where there's some mice running around which are extremely annoying. So we're going to drop some tacks in order to immobilize that one rat. We're going to take our very slow driving tank all the way up to the top here because these shoes are very smelly and the animals are all dying because of the smelly shoes. And we really don't like that. I know I don't like that. So we're going to deal with that on the next attempt because we have somehow miraculously clipped through the floor and fell all the way down, which I've never seen or heard of before. So it looks like GDQ submissions can also have things that have never happened before. Yeah, I've literally never seen that. I just like clipped completely through the floor and got ejected after wasting about a whole minute. So it is what it is. That's why we got estimates. Come onto this platform. Hopefully don't clip this time. Okay. And now we're going to get up to the top shelf. We're going to push the deodorant off the top shelf, believe it or not. And we are going to spray those smelly shoes with that deodorant and save those animals. So let's do it. Very careful angle in which we push this off. Have the rat push it all the way back immediately. No? Okay, good. Okay. And let's spray those. Spray those shoes. Let's spray those shoes. There we go. Alright, on to the third stage. So here we're going to have a bunch of time for donations come up, as we have a couple of auto-scrollers, or pseudo-auto-scrollers in place here, this being one of them. We're just going to fly around and try to stay in formation with these planes. These planes are just flying around, and we got to just stay near them. It's kind of the whole objective of the stage. It's kind of boring. This little turn here is one of the coolest parts. It's a nice little visual stage. You see like a bunch of cool stuff going on with the planes flying around. It's very pretty. We're also in jets. These jets are one of the fastest vehicles in the game that burns gas in one of the fastest ways. But yeah, as we just finish out the stage here, I'll just toss it to a couple of donations. So, the Alfred Dolper, will you help us out? Oh yeah, we got a $5 donation from Jetlag 101 that says, "Oh, I love jets, I love cars, I love planes. This is my favorite game. I love to see that Toy Commander finally being showcased on GDQ." Shoutouts to the runner, shoutouts to the commentator, shoutouts to the host. Thanks for the donation. All right, finishing up the stage here as we park our jet and finish up with a 118, moving on to the fire rescue stage. So here, there is a big fire in the city, and we have to prevent it somehow. We are going to do all we can to prevent this fire. And the first thing we're going to do is rescue the firefighters, because we don't know how to stop this fire, so we're just going to have them help us deal with this fire as they fire on us. So just gonna, I don't know how this guy got in this precarious situation. He got like kidnapped by the bathroom police and stuck behind the toilet. But we saved him. Drop him back off at home. We're not done with the helicopter yet, as this is our hostage pickup vehicle. We're gonna need it to get one more hostage. Take the car, which is our damage vehicle for the stage. Take out the spider web, which was the only thing blocking us from getting in here. Pick up the other firefighter and get out of here right before the spider refills the spider web, because that spider web constantly gets refreshed as long as that spider is alive. And of course we don't kill him, so there we go. Now that we have both firefighters in place, there's only one thing left to do, and that is to turn on the water in the sink, because we've got that guy right there flying into the bathroom, and he doesn't have any water to grab, and you can't really put out a fire without some water, so we're going to turn on the sink, let it fill up, and now this guy is going to pleasantly have some water to fill his plane. And let's just go back and see what else is going on. The stage is now effectively done at this point. We are just going to watch the auto-scroll section play out. Hopefully the game doesn't crash, because we're having some huge lag spike right there. But we're good. Just watch the fire truck super impressively navigate his way down this railing. I honestly have no idea how he's able to do it. But look at that turn. Beautiful turn. The fire truck makes it. There's no way to increase their speed or anything. That would be kind of cool if there was. So unfortunately, we just have to watch as they drive. Or fortunately, I should say. So we get to watch these guys do some work here as the plane is back now. Gonna drop off some water onto the building, spray that out. Definitely a perfect time for donos right here. Got a donation from Penguin Saver 231 that says, guys, I just love penguins. I hate to see that this penguin is in a fire. Like, hopefully the fire truck can get him, and it looks like it's exactly what's happening as the fire truck takes the ladder and goes up and saves the penguin. Let's go, happy penguins. Moving on to Birds of a Feather. This one is such a fun stage. I think anybody casually would love this stage. You instantly start off by just getting a ton of ammo, and then you let the birds out of the cage, which is the auto-scroller part of this. And we just take out all the enemies as the birds get to the end of the stage. Sometimes you have to shoot twice because the enemy will literally shoot your first bullet out of the air. Just like really annoying. And yeah, our goal here is to just take out every single enemy, so that these birds have a nice, happy time as they fly to the end of the stage. We're going to go all the way up here to get a nice visual on what we're shooting. And going up the stairs, we're going to just take out all of these enemies. These enemies are much weaker than enemies in other stages. Just because there's so many of them, I guess they wanted to make it a bit more fair, so they made them all die in one hit. So it doesn't matter what upgrade you have. If you have regular pencils or pens, you will be able to take them out. And so, real quick, I'll just show you guys the upgrades. So right now we have the auto shot, the second upgraded auto shot machine gun, and if we get the third one right here, we get a really, really powerful machine gun, which just deletes enemies. Like, this thing is really weak. A couple of shots from this is like an entire missile. So definitely, if you do get this upgrade, it is quite useful. So at this point, we're just waiting for the birds to land, so we're just gonna fly around, kill some time. The final missile upgrade, as you can see, we got pens, and we'll switch here, and we have markers are the final upgrade. Missiles, these are extremely powerful, deadly weapons. Do not use markers on your friends. They are deadly. Turn off the final light switch. Come down here and park as we watch the birds arrive. Oops. A random pineapple on the floor, I just noticed. Not really sure what the pineapple does, but I guess the birds like the pineapple, so that's what they're trying to get to. My timer has stopped. It's just straight up stopped. like live split just stopped working entirely. So we'll just reset it. I'm sure you guys will not mind. Just going to start the timer again. Sorry about that technical difficulty there. I guess the timer stopped earlier when I had that giant lag spike. But yeah, let's just finish this out. It's just a submission, so you know, we'll add the 20 minutes on later, or so, whatever it was. Yeah, so here we're on to the bugs stage. This stage is super creepy. As we are going to save the plane, first of all, from the creepy spider web. And then take the plane down into the drain here. So weird. And after getting the plane down into the drain, we're going to take out this big, ugly monster. And then after we take down the big, ugly beetle monster, we're going to take the truck over, deal with these bugs. And yeah, at this point we just take out all the bugs. Kind of just that simple. This is definitely a good attempt here. The bugs can just like RNG their way out sometimes, so it can take a while. But there it is. Onto the final area of the hallway. We're already on the third area. I mean, we're about to be on the fourth area right after this. But yeah, so this is the third enemy. This is where the bosses start kind of ramping up a little bit. The first two were kind of free. This guy, definitely a lot trickier. More of a precision. They don't just give you infinite ammo. You need to be careful when you use it. You could also just have situations like this happen. We get up close and personal with a dump truck and just take him out piece by piece. And onto the parents' bedrooms. We're probably around even now just because of the 20-minute deficit. But do not mind the splits. We're just here for the submission purposes, running the timer. Yeah, those hitboxes on those green rings, especially that one right there, is a lot wider than it seems, which is why I basically completely missed it, but still got credit for going through it. Oh, wait, what happened here? Somehow I missed that ring, which I didn't... Definitely thought we went through that ring. I've actually never missed that ring before, so kind of hard to tell what even happened there. Just gonna try our best to grab these boosts and catch up to these other racers. And there we go, taking first place back just like that. Down through here, grab that ring somehow. Let's not miss this part of this time. Through here, grab this. This boost. Grab that boost. Grab that one last boost. That's more or less what a lap is supposed to look like there. I love this car, by the way. It's a very fun, funny looking car. It's not a car, it's a plane, but you know what I mean. Come up through here. 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 Down. Through clean. Nice and clean ending. In for the railroad rabble. This one, you just need to change the direction of where the train goes. You can let it go around in circles for a while as you take out the enemies, but that would be slower. So you just let it out right away and then deal with the enemies afterwards. These enemies usually try to take out the plane. As you can see, they're all very, very prepared to do so. But we just kind of come in and kill them all, no problem. And yeah, that's pretty much done with the stage. We're just waiting for the train to get to the ending now. At this point, I just kind of messing around, taking out some unnecessary enemies, shooting up the legs for no reason. And that's the stage. Usually takes around 54 seconds. It's about the best you can do. You just gotta wait for the train to get to the end here. And that should be the entirety of the stage. On to put out the fires. Put out the fires, we're gonna do exactly what that says. We're gonna come down here, we're gonna get some water. I only got 3 things of water. So make sure that we get 5. Both of the other times, as you need a total of 12, I believe. Okay. Make sure we get 5 there. And yeah, we get just enough. Okay. On to 12 mercenaries. This is quite a difficult stage. We have only the hostage vehicle, and we're going to have to pick up some friendly toy soldiers, which are going to have to fight for us, basically. The hard thing about this stage is avoiding damage. Definitely need to keep the damage to a minimum. We'll see why in a second here as we avoid those guys as best we can. Avoid having our own guy hit us, and that should be as we come to the final stretch. Right through the gap between the enemy there, and make sure that we have enough health to get through the end. Or 35. Very good time. Onto the submarine stage. So in this stage you have a bunch of different planes, and you need to take out a bunch of different submarines that are hanging out in the bathroom. So you see we did a tech where you can actually switch vehicles and have the engine start on the first vehicle while it's not going. Okay. Not exactly what we wanted to happen there. Okay, I mean, like, it is what it is. I tried to, like, as you can see, I didn't kill the submarine first time around, so I tried to just, like, deal with it, but unfortunately not. Normally, you can just come in and crash yourself into, like, it takes 10 shots to kill them, but if you just crash yourself into them, they also die. Which is why the idea is to shoot the one truck 10 times, and then crash into the second boat. This way you can kill one with the 10 bullets, and then crashing into the other one kills it before you die yourself, because you have a ton of enemies shooting you. But I had to use one extra plane there because of missing the submarine enemy. The smaller submarines only take 4 shots, so you can kill the 2 smaller submarines there, and then crash into the bigger one. This stage is another long escort. I don't know what they were thinking when they made this stage. It's a little bit tedious and long. So we are just going to come in here and take everything out. So first we grabbed a couple of upgrades. Next thing I'm going to do is come in here and grab some extra ammo. They hide over here. And we're going to take out that guy. We're going to come down here. Take out that guy. Back up here, take out that thing, down over here, take out that, take out that one, and then there's actually a couple of planes that we're going to have to deal with, one of them being right here. I don't know what happened to him. Oh, he's right there. Okay, so we'll come back for that guy. So we have to come out here and get these helicopters real quick. Some helicopters will be popping out of these sinks very, like right now, I believe. There they are. Now that those guys have been dealt with, we will go and find this random plane over here. Look at it. So the planes don't really activate to a certain point, so we kind of tricked him into moving. And yeah, this plane though, as soon as he sees us, he's going to try to attack us. And he just blew himself up because he uses these erasers. These erasers are the ones that you drop and roll up, so when you're too close to the floor like this, you drop one, you deal a ton of damage to yourself. You just see. I almost just killed myself in one shot, so that's what that guy just did. He just dropped a missile immediately, and nearly killed himself. Or he did kill himself, which makes it convenient for us. And now we just wait for the train to get to the end. We have 3 minutes to do this, by the way, so this is definitely the biggest break time that we have in the run. You see I'm even running out of gas on this stage, that's how long it is. Just kind of check out some of the cool scenery and assets that this game has to offer. Very cool stuff. They use the whole area for this stage here. We'll just come in towards the end and check out some of this stuff. Maybe even pass it to donations for a little while. Alright, we got some donations. We've got Sonic Fan 29 who says, "What's up? It's Sonic Fan." Yo, Sonic Fan, what's going on? How are you doing? He said, "Hey, always glad to see a Dreamcast game being run on GDQ. This is an amazing childhood game. Very cute and wholesome. The story at the end is a real laugh." Cool, thanks Sonic Fan, appreciate the donation. Got another donation from The Mimic that just says, "What's up guys, it is your boy The Mimic." What's up The Mimic, hope you're doing well. Got another donation from Hypnotics here that says, "Hypnotter here, there's no Knuckles in this game, but it's okay, we still love it. Shoutouts to the Sonic Adventure team, shoutouts to the Dreamcast." Oh, thank you, Hypnotter. We appreciate that dono. As we still just wait for about another minute here to finish up the stage. We got another time for another donation or two. Okay, we got a donation from the Albert Alper that says, "What's up? I'm reading this donation right now." The Albert Alper, and yeah, shoutouts to Sonic Frontiers, shoutouts to Sonic Adventure 2, shoutouts to the Sonic Adventure era. A lot of Sonic fans that are in the chat here, hanging out for the Toy Commander run. As it is a Sega game, you know, you imagine some Sonic fans in there. There is Sonic in the game, of course. Can't reiterate that enough. Technically, it is a Sonic game, if you really think about it. But yeah, just a cute little game about flying around some toys and some cars and some little toy soldiers and stuff like that for you guys. Yeah, the gas in the top left, the health in the top left, the missiles and auto gun in the bottom left. In the bottom right, you have our different vehicle options that we have for the stage. It's the stage, once again, we have the jet plane, which we're using, and the car, which it will not let us switch to right now, but, you know, it's there. And then the top right, you just have your timer and your mini-map. Mini-map for we're just seeing where enemies and friendlies are. Finally done with that dreadful stage, and on to the final boss of the bedroom, which is the Goat, aka Blackjack, who is really mad. You know, I'm just gonna restart because I don't even know what he just did. Every single time he hit me, it totally messed up where I was aiming. Let's go get the ammo. But yeah, we're good here. We are good. Let's go take out that final section of the boat, and there it is. So first you take out the sail, then his front, then the other sail on each side, and then finally the back section of the boat. onto the garage section here. So this is the first stage of the garage section. Onto another ridiculous race with this vehicle. I really hate this vehicle. And we have some of our favorites: the bus, the taxi car, and the toilet car. Just probably the 3 trolliest vehicles you could put in a race, just to make this one as bad as physically possible. And this is going to utilize the mechanic of anti-gravity on the wall here to make this just a purely chaotic race in every sense. This is brutal as a run, this stage. Ricochet off the wall there and get our tire caught up. This is a 4-lap race. And oh, look at that, a bus just appeared right in front of us and took our boost. Just one of the many pleasant things that can happen on this stage. If your vehicle's in a place where you like can't control it, it'll just like reset you to a certain point where you last did have control over it. So I think that's what just happened to that bus there. Just unfortunately teleported directly in front of where we need to go. And that taxi just tried so hard to get in front of us and steal our boost. But luckily he did not. And we come up to the final lap and finish up with a 121. Get out of here, we're going for another lap. Alright, just like that, in the garage, onto the next stage. This one, there's extraterrestrials just coming in, and we gotta stop them. So we're just gonna use all our missiles here to stop these extraterrestrials as best we can. I have misread where that guy is gonna go. Okay, there we go. I think next one's the Lewis the Lemur, right? No, Vertigo. No, Pirate's Booty. So Pirate's Booty is one of the hardest casual stages for sure. You're supposed to bring this plane and take out a bunch of enemies over there and then use a bunch of chain boosts that you need to set up and drop in front of a ramp to fly across into a bucket and then pick up the princess in the castle and then go get all of her jewelry and bring all of that back to base. But luckily, because of the glitch where you can pick up items through the wall, you can just take the bus right away, right around the back side of the base, and right through the wall over here. That's twice now where somehow it didn't work. So we're just gonna boringly repeat the same actions for the 3rd time in a row now. As we're going to just drive, come off this wall, and pick up the princess through the wall just like that. It should not have been that difficult. And then come down into this treasure chest. This is a treasure chest, you can't really tell, it's like a big piece of wood. Pick up the treasure. And then come up this ramp out of the water with a weird water physics. And we're going to just drop the items back off at the base. And that's the Pirate's Booty. Really annoying stage. Onto Vertigo. Vertigo is a really cool stage, another good casual one. You start off by making your vehicle drive without you. Then you switch to the tank, use its only singular missile. Get the bus into the cart, and then now during this mandatory cutscene, we're going to control the plane in the background, which you may or may not be able to see. Controlling the plane in the background is going to help us get over here to where we shoot that drill. It's the only point of having a plane. We shoot that drill in order to create the final platform for the stage. As there is a final section over here, which would be, we would not have access to if we did not shoot that drill. So, had to shoot that drill. You have the groundhog? It's on the deck? No. Did you scare it? No, it's okay. Groundhog on the deck definitely takes priority over this big one. He is cute. He is a cute groundhog. Alright, so here we go. This is another stage where you need to Let's just restart, because I don't know what just happened there. Just like, we made it up, and then the game slowly was going to take as much possible time as it could to decide that we are. But yeah, here we go. We have the whole spawn this time. We're going to go up here and this time not get a random chance occurrence to fall off. Go up these little skis. Bring in our 3 guys. We only really need the guys for the start. We do need them for one final section at the end here, but this stage is mainly about not taking unnecessary damage. We're trying our best not to do. Oh my. Big jumps. Okay, come down and one more enemy. We have some ammo right there. I'm actually going to try to pick that up when we do get to the final vehicle. Putting those flags is actually such a good idea by the dev, because you would have really had no idea on like where you're going if you didn't see that. So, pretty smart idea there by the dev. 6 bullets. It's not a lot, but I think it should be more than enough. Normally you need to pick up some ammo to take down the lemur, but I think with the 6 bullets we just got, it should be okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So this stage is one where we have a lot going on. We need to get a bunch of ammo and upgrades in order to have enough damage output. And then we need to take down a bunch of UFOs, and then go take down the UFO queen. And then after that, we need to save the animals. So it's really just like a full game in one here. As we've got all the ammo, we're going to come in. Taking down all of those, which was tough because we took a lot of damage. You have to keep the vehicle moving, because these enemies will only shoot you where you are, not where you have been. Or not where you're going to be, I should say. And so we need to get that and wait to shoot him, because we want to get one more upgrade here. And I actually, in order to play it safe, am going to get the health, because I do not want to die. Quite sad. I did not shoot him enough times because I missed all those shots at the start. So we're going to pick up 10 more bullets and take him out. Alright, now that we have killed that, we were able to switch to the final vehicle, and you can do this during cutscenes, as you saw I kind of already had control by the time we were able to see the vehicle. And there we go, just gonna stop them all from getting electrocuted and hop out of here with our 5 guys. Sorry for the lack of words, that one takes some focus. And there we go. Onto Buggy. Oh my gosh, this is a very difficult boss. Extremely tricky. Yeah, so already off to a start of taking half your health. It's a very glassy vehicle. Dies extremely quick, and this guy does some extreme damage. So, gotta be very, very careful when dealing with Buggy. We've taken out his antenna. Now he kind of has like a loss for direction is kind of how that works. Alright, so now we need to kind of turn around and deal with this thing. And now we deal with this here till, we have died. I don't know what's going on because he just kept turning, which is so not natural. I don't know what that was. He was seeing a ghost or something because he just kept turning. So yeah, so if he doesn't turn, then you just kind of shoot those 2 rockets and he's dead. But of course, as we saw, he just kept turning, making it impossible to line up any sort of shots and making it so you would inevitably eventually die, as he is unpredictably going to shoot missiles in every direction at that point. Alright, so now that we have just this guy, just this left, oh my goodness. Let's try not to die first of all. And we've died. Alright, let's do the same thing again for the 3rd time. Let's just do this for the rest of the time, actually. Because why not? Just gonna come in here. Going to, once again, for the 3rd time, grab the health back. And for the 3rd time, I'm going to fly over and take out his tires. Alright, now that that's done, turn back around here. Alright, there we go. He had the turning glitch again. I don't know what was happening with that, but we're out of there. Just get me out of there. Who cares? Buggy dead. 2 sections left. We have the attic and the greenhouse left. Much more chill areas. I mean, now that Buggy's dead, most of the hard part of the game is pretty much over. Now we just kind of chill in the last 2 areas. I mean, there's definitely still some tough stages left online. But I'm just kind of excited to be done with that boss because I was starting to get annoying. But yeah, here we go. On to the next race. The helicopter. Hoo-ha. So we miss a ring and have to go back for that, no problem. Yeah, another great time for donations, if there are any more donations laying around. Well, of course there's some donations laying around. This is Toy Commander, and people have just been piling in donations to see Toy Commander. It's a very beloved childhood game that just does not get enough recognition. So, yeah, let's see. We got a donation from the Superior that says, "Yo, Spacebar, what's good? Loving this game so far. It's really hype. Run." Shoutouts to the GDQ team. Shoutouts to everybody who made this happen today. So, thanks, Superior. Appreciate the love and support as always. Looking forward to your Sonic Forces run later. As we have another donation from Helicopter Man 456, who says, "I'm the only helicopter around here, but this guy's pretty good at flying too." And there we are, right into the moving toy soldier, which really creeped me out as a kid. Onto a beloved fan favorite stage, the Little Big Taxi. So this is a super cute stage where you ride the taxi car and you go and pick up a guy who's late to meet his girlfriend at the train. He does not want to miss the train. He was off doing some kind of shenanigans, got lost, didn't want to use the GPS. Now he has no idea where he is. So we just come right up here. Using those boots, we're going to grab him. Yo, what's up, guy? He called us, our taxi, to help him make his train. And where of course we're gonna get there. So here we come up to the final little section. Will I make it? No, I won't make it. This stage kind of resembles Crazy Taxi, believe it or not. I think this is where Crazy Taxi got the idea for their game. Crazy Taxi actually is a game on the Dreamcast, believe it or not. So, yeah, I think this game definitely resembles Crazy Taxi. Not this game, but this stage. Because it's pretty much just that. You're in a taxi, you pick up the guy, drop him off. And there it is. We got him to the train on time, and he's a very happy camper. Onto the air raid. What's this exactly named? Air raid, I forget what it's called. But you need to take one of these toilet vehicles, even though it's not the toilet vehicle. It does look like it, just reskinned. And you gotta ride up this cool geometry that they always have nice geometry using the assets of the game to make it so you have like little ramps and platforms. And you're gonna turn the vacuum on. Look at this, you actually 1999, we're still using vacuums the same old way. You just turn it on, suck up all the toy trucks. As these guys are shooting our base right now, we have a plane in there that we're trying to protect. So the second that this last tank dies, oh, 2 tanks left. Second that that one dies, boom, we can switch to our plane. And from here, we really gotta hope that this works. We gotta hope that these guys can do the job. So we pick up these little guys, and we're gonna drop them off over here. Hopefully in a spot where they will do some work, because it feels pretty random whether or not these guys do their job here or not. So. Yeah, so we see 2 guys have already been lost in the saucer flying away. That's not a good sign. Let's get the last 5 guys and pile them on down here. Let's drop them right off into the midst of the fire. I almost just died right there. That would have been game over. So let's make sure we get this health before we turn around and drop off our final man down in the hole here. I don't know what's going on. I think that we need to kill this last guy. So he's going to have to get taken out one way or another. There's like a guy around here somewhere. You can see it on the minimap, but I have no idea where. Alright, this should be it. Because all they need to do is take out that plane now. Just take out these planes and we'll be good. Eventually. As we just watch them, or not watch them. What are they doing? I don't know. It's so hard to get them to just do anything, really. It seems like. Please, take it out. Take out the last plane. Come on. There we go, finally. After an unbelievably long amount of time. Okay. Onto the heist. This is another one where you are supposed to have 2 vehicles and go and clear out the area and then come in with the hostage vehicle and get what you need. But of course, using the glitch where you pick up items from the wall, we are able to grab those 3 things of jewelry just like that. And on this stage, you got to pick up a lot of jewelry, so got to make sure we leave room here. We're going to actually drop these off right there, pick them up later in order to save time. Come up here with the bus and pick up these 2 coins for the wall. And we have 3 more coins to get. Be very careful in driving as we do so. drive off the edge there, nice and safe. Very low health, but as long as we survive, we are good. Just kind of tough getting enough room for everything in that little cage, but there we go. A 110. On to the heist. The heist is a stage where there are 3 tanks and 2 trucks running around causing havoc, and we need to take them all out. So we are going to, well, I know the pathing of them, so of course just going to camp in a set location where they will be. We're going to need some more ammo here, so we're going to come in to this section, grab an upgrade, grab some more ammo, and then come up here and be ready to take out these trucks. There's one. There's 2. And just to be safe, we can actually wait for these tanks to make their way up here, because I believe I was a little bit slow, so let's just wait for them to go up. There it is. Onto Bunny Soup. This one can be tricky. Very, very annoying stage where you have to kill this witch, and it doesn't actually matter. Like, this is the only stage where properties of the witch are not that she takes normal damage. She only takes damage every time she's hit. So it doesn't matter how you hit her. It just matters the number of times that she gets hit. Which is why we are just going to use the minigun here as much as possible. Staying on her is the hard part here. I don't even know where she just went. And there she goes. She poofs away just like that. And once the witch is gone, it's time to save the bunnies. So yeah, just a tedious little final section. Go and put out the fires. A little bit of a dark stage, this one. Probably could have used a bit more lighting. Coming in here to put out this fire. And then the final one, you only need 4 of the waters to put out each fire, which is why I'm only using 4. And on to the final one to save that bunny. And there we go. Bunny has been saved. On to Peggy. So Peggy is the 6th boss. She is a horse. A rocking horse. So we are just going to place some tags to try to trick her into running into them. Similar to what we did with the dump truck, and then we're going to just take Okay, that was just like trying to lose there. I mean, that was a win in the bag, and I just threw it. So luckily it's a short stage. We'll just drop the tax again. This time, come in here. Take care of that. Just like that, take her head off, and move on to the next stage. Alright, we're in the final section, kind of flying through here, so before we know it, the run will be over. Only have 7 stages left, the hidden area and the final boss. Makes a total for 9. 2 of those are bosses. So yeah, here we go. And we missed, I mean, we pretty clearly went right through that ring, but just the way that this game works, you can go right through some of these rings and it just don't matter. They just don't matter. It's kind of what's happening here. As we go through the ring. There we go. There we go. Oh, and the enemies are taking our boosts, so that's fun. Normally there's boosts to get here, like this one. Because we were slow, the enemies have just been taking the ball. Yeah, this stage is pretty chill. You just kind of go around one of the most beautiful areas, in my opinion, which is the greenhouse area. And we are just going to get the rings as usual. Our final race stage. Wow, okay. So yeah, so we didn't like how that guy was taking our boost, so we just took him out. That'll teach him. You can actually take out your competitors in these races. Oh man, that guy's pretty fast. Wow, look how fast that guy is. The other guy was so slow. Oh my gosh, he's zipping. Alright, there we go. Wow, even with the boost, I'm like still slower than him. It's crazy. Ah, I missed that one. Get the final one. Is there one more lap? There can't be one more lap, right? There wouldn't be one more lap. Okay, good. Wait, did I lose? I lost. Technically, at the last millisecond. We're gonna see how that, what happens with that. Okay. Dogfight done. So in dogfight, you just need to take out the 3 planes. And this one's another big team effort one. You're supposed to take the attacking vehicle, clear out some of the stuff, and destroy the jail cell, but of course picking up enemies through the walls, which changes the entire game, makes it so you don't even need that vehicle. You just come in, pick up the pilot right through the wall with our little matchbox hostage vehicle, and then drop it off at the airport, where he will go and join the corkscrew, and the cork with some legs on it is able to kind of just knock out these planets. And it's kind of graffiti tag here, where we try to get all 3 planets our color before the enemy makes the 3 planets their color. So we come in, turning all these planets blue before they can, and there we go. I just hit restart on the stage. Fantastic. Alright, on to Crazy Train. Crazy Train is a very laggy stage, one could say. Very, very tricky stage here, where you have to take out everything on the train before it reaches the end there. Take out front there. What is going on with this guy? Finally. Okay. And we took out the whole train just like that. Actually, a really good time. Definitely take a 31 there. Onto the heist. Oh man, this one sucks. So, this one's a very, very long stage. Alright, there we go. You want to get both of those vehicles going. You usually don't want to fall down to the floor here, but looks like that's what we're doing. So I will be down on the floor. Oh, nice. We get some ammo, which will certainly help us deal with these. here. Just taking these guys out one tank at a time. Hopefully. Very inclined ramp right there. Definitely gonna just take my time and make sure we get the repair. And I missed the ammo, but it's whatever. Okay, cool, we got some more. Hey, look at my truck, guys. It's in a good spot. Alright, so once you are at the truck section, you just need to drop off your guys in good positions in order to take out all of your enemies here. Pick up our hostages through the wall. And then finally we need to drive them back to the top. This is another good spot for donations just because it's the rest of the stage is just driving the bus. Shoutouts to the bus. Only time you drive the bus. Picking up more hostages and then dropping them back. And that's the entire stage. So, yeah. Alright. We got a donation from Ramp Rider 624 that says, yo, I'm loving these ramps and these anti-gravity skew. It's like really cool seeing the cars sweeping through the walls and the different variations of planes and trucks. Is really cool in this game. Thanks for the donation. Next donation by Bus Driver 45, who says, yo, I'm a bus driver in real life, and it's really cool to see be able to drive a bus around. How many games where you can drive a bus? Hey, thanks for the donation, Bus Driver. Got time for one or two more donations. We got a donation from the Tank Toddler 65, who says, yo, I love tanks. This game has tanks. Perfect game for me. Got the $80 from the Princess Pursuer, who says, yo, get that princess and bring her back. There's actually two princesses on this one. Got two of them in my inventory right now. And yeah, you don't actually need to bring back everybody on this one. You just need to bring back this many for some reason for the stage to be over. And just like that, we're done. We have the piano predicament left. Yet another stage where you're supposed to come in with an attacking vehicle, clear out all the enemies, and then come in with a hostage vehicle, pick up the bomb, drop it into the piano to blow up the piano. But instead, of course, we're just going to take the hostage vehicle into this extremely dangerous area known as the fish tank, pick up the bomb through the wall, and come into the piano with the bomb, drop it off into the bowl, and we'll call that a day. Onto Sir Alderac. So this guy, quite annoying, kind of a difficult boss, definitely one of the more interesting to watch. Yeah, so we take him down out of his flight form, and this guy has like a lot of different phases that has some animations to watch before you can even deal with him. Yeah, so he's gonna come down into his like little humanoid form, this like cool little animations, and there he goes. Take out his arms first, which are quite difficult to hit. Alright, let's do one more loop around. Just a real quick loop like this. Talk much, but that's because that's a little bit of an intense fight. As he goes down in slow motion, Sir Alderac, toughest boss, goes down. And onto the final section, the final hidden area, I should say. Now, this is just a test of what can the Dreamcast handle on this stage. It doesn't even look like we're playing the game anymore, but this is a hidden area that we're going to do first before the final boss, because you unlock a special upgrade to your weapons if you do. This stage is just a true test of difficulty and everything. There is gas issues. There is enemies shooting at you constantly. You have to make sure you get the gas, or else you're just screwed if you don't get enough gas in the stage. The enemies can just take your boosts. It's another really good thing. Or there's that. Your competitors, I should say, can take your boost, while the enemies will just randomly shoot you. There is no avoiding them. There's no dealing with the enemies anyway. You just hope that they don't hit you. That's what I try to do. Here you can kind of do a quick little time save by going backwards, skipping the loop. There's a second loop that you must do here. Making sure you pick up gas throughout this entire thing so you don't run out in the middle of the road. I missed that boost somehow. Onto this boost. Get that gas. One more boost. Watch out for this thing. Get another boost right here if we can. No, we missed it. Right, so in this stage, we just have to beat it within the time. It's only 2 laps, luckily. I couldn't even imagine having to do more than 2 laps of this. As that enemy totally randomly put us totally backwards. So it just like takes your last input and just forces you to do that input for a really long time if you get hit by one of these enemies. So there I was holding left, so when I got hit, it just forced me to go left in a circle a bunch of times. This guy, luckily, I was hitting nothing, so it gives me no directional input. It just gives me no directional input instead. Yet another enemy hits us. I'm gonna do this turnaround time save real quick. Onto this final loop. Hopefully we beat this stage in time. Taking the ramp, hitting into the frog, which again stuns us for like the 8th time. Getting one more boost. Shout outs to Poston over the light. And there we go. Got the snails. Done with the snails. And that just leaves us with the cellar. On to the final boss. We are really about to be done here. This is it. As soon as we beat this final boss, we have one epilogue stage, and then that is it. And since we have this battery power upgrade, you don't even understand how much damage this guy's about to take. He's already out of the jumper. This is a Huggy Bear. He's in a jumper at first, don't know why. But you get him out of that little suit he's in, and then he goes into his little dartboards. Take him out of the dartboard phase, his little jetpack dartboard phase. And now he is just him with his arms. Take out his arms, take out his other arm, and now it's just Huggy and his face, and take out his dumb face. And there you go. You have Huggy the Bear. Defeated Toy Commander. 100%ed every single stage, just seen right before your eyes. On to the epilogue, which is just a perfect little recap for all the shoutouts I'd love to do. Shoutouts to anybody that plays this game, Toy Commander. There's not many of people out there that do. Extremely fun, underrated game. I mean, even just watching it is a lot of fun. I encourage anybody who owns a Dreamcast to try this. Like, you're really missing out if you have a Dreamcast and you haven't tried this game. Shoutouts to GDQ for... Shoutouts to anybody watching this, by the way, this submission. Appreciate your effort in sticking it out here throughout this game. And yeah, right there's the final input as the run ends. We had, let's just say 25 minutes. I know it was 20. 20 would put us at 1:14 and I think we did it in about 25. So about a 119 run. Pretty good time. Estimate being like probably hour 30 or an hour 45 minutes, which is really good time. Just watch out the final cutscene as we see the entire time we've just been in the captain's mind of when he was a kid. This captain fell asleep while he was driving a plane. That's what this whole game's about. Captain falls asleep driving a plane, almost kills everybody, but luckily, thanks to all the good memories he had when he was a kid, he's able to dodge the mountain, and that's it. And we're safe. And that's Toy Commander. Thank you so much once again for this submission. There's our team of guys that created the game here, guys and girls. Really cute, really wholesome game. And yeah, take care, viewers. Catch you next time.